Good morning, welcome to a Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 5th of August. Okay, I'm just here for a week and then away again, so I'll be doing these updates every morning. For those that have recently joined us, I do these updates every morning. They're an outlook at the market, what key news is coming out, etc. So I hope you enjoy them. So let's have a look at the euro dollar first, and euro dollar. At the moment then, after last Thursday, Friday, so we sort of turn around on Thursday in the end there, Friday pushing up, this morning at the moment pushing up towards its new monthly pivot. I won't be surprised if we see a little bit more upside in the euro. I'll come back on that into this week's big picture later, but for now it has just run into its daily 8 there. It's got a couple of targets sitting below the weekly pivot, sitting at 10.98. It's got good probability of seeing that, and it may just be a downside target. There's probably not a lot of pips in it. Where we're sitting at 11.22. We're only looking down to okay, it's about 23 pips down to that sort of level. If it does break down, but I would need a trigger on a shorter time frame. At the moment it's consolidating in an upward trend, and you'd think it would be pushing back up there, but I do like the downside there for that pivot. If it gets to that pivot, it in turn may give us another bounce to the upside. Looking at the pound. So the pound this morning struggling at the moment. It's sold off through the Asian sessions, probably no surprise, and we could probably just see a continuation of this. I mean, last week it held on pretty well. Just looking at it on this 4-hourly chart here, it held on, it consolidated, and just pretty much for most of it went sideways. Yes, we made some new lows, new near-term lows. I say near-term, 2-year, 3-year lows, but it has got potential to roll from this area of consolidation. At least it may just run back down and test those lows again. But so long as there's no Brexit deal agreed, there's a very soft chance of Boris getting his own way in Parliament. But we'll see. But for now, I'm just looking from a daily point of view here on this 60-minute chart. We've sort of done pillar to post here. We've gone from its R1 down to its S1. It has got a weekly pivot above. I think it may struggle to push up at the moment. It is looking soft, and as I said, those lows may be a potential from last week there, around about 20.85ish. And now if it runs into those, there may be opportunities off those to try and trade a retracement, but really I think you're safer on the downside on the pound. For now at least. I'll explain more in the upcoming big picture later. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen is well, it's sold off here, strongly strengthened since Thursday, Friday, and again this morning right the way down to its monthly S3 there. The momentum still looks like it's with this move, although the bars are getting a little bit smaller, so it's slowing up, but we'll see how it does. It's say got some near-term support there. It's consolidating where it is here. Very I'm just looking at the RSI here, very low RSI. It may just continue downwards, just continuing this move, but any retracements may give an opportunity of a sell point. For today, it's got a daily pivot right the way up at 106.89. It's not really that far away in real terms. Oh yes, it is. It's further than I thought it was there. Actually, it's moved down quite a lot there. So it's 90 pips. We don't normally see it having moved quite so far, and it took me there. Anyway, consolidation. I don't know if it can pull back into that 21 and get 60.21 again. It may give the opportunity, but the way it's consolidating here, well, a bit of divergence. Well, no, actually not. It's the lower low there and a higher low there, so it's not actually diverging. So maybe we'll just see it consolidate and maybe continue to roll. Aussie dollar this morning, well, it's just continued to move south as well. Momentum's been strong all the way through the last couple of weeks here. It just really, I mean, last week it finally managed to get back to its 4-hourly 21. It's really looking for the opportunities to sell this. If the weekly pivot's above there at 68, 23, 24 area, maybe 25, that sort of area may be a good sell point if it was to get back up there. But for now, it's well, it may just go it alone and just roll from here. Already through its daily pivot. Yeah, not a lot there to go on at the moment. It's just it's already hit the S1. Could sell back down towards the S2. Probabilities are not great on S2s, but it could, the way it's been moving and what we're seeing here, could just roll over. That's the Aussie dollar. Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollars continues to see a push towards the upside here. Softened, it's really weakened against the US dollar compared to what it was doing just over a month ago. As we're sitting here now, well, it just looks like it may have more upside towards that daily 200. So it really does look like we've got dollar strength through these markets at the moment, and well, we can only look largely for opportunities to trade with the dollar, I think, in terms of what I'm looking at here through these markets. And Canadian dollar is looking no exception. It's already hit the weekly pivot. It's at the moment looking like, well, it may push up towards Friday's highs there, back towards that 32.66 sort of area. So consolidation at the moment, though, and as we often know in the early European London session, it can just be quite range bound, and I'd be watching for this maybe later as opposed to sooner. Okay, news wise today, Monday the 5th, let's have a look. We got the Services PMI out at 9:30 for the UK. Important data. And then the same for the US at 3 o'clock. Bank holiday for Canada. Okay. Okay, then there's some New Zealand data at 11:45 p.m. So that's much later. If anyone's around at that time, there may be a bit of volatility. It's the employment data coming out then. So really just 2 events this morning. Or I'll say this morning we've got the Services PMI, and this afternoon at 3 p.m. we've got the non-manufacturing, which is effectively the Services PMI for the US. So I hope you have a great day. I'll be back later. I'll be putting a big picture up later today, so watch out for that, maybe later this afternoon. Have a great one. Bye for now.